What's good, Tempo team? Coach Alex here, and welcome to our 20-minute upper body build. And I'm applying this core and strength. We're gonna have 2 rounds only. The first round is going to be predominantly all chest. So we have 2 strength chest exercises, and then we have a little bit of core, and then we do have a little finisher at the end of that set, and then we'll go into back. All right, so just 2 sets. Remember, in these build classes, I want the last couple reps of every single set to be challenging. But before we get started, let's get a nice little warm up in. Find that center of your mat. Give me a little bit of shimmy, give me a little bit of a shake. Big breath, inhaling, arms up. Big reach, feel that stretch in the arms. Bring your shoulders up to those ears and release. And then again, inhale. Big stretch here. Reach your fingers up to that ceiling or sky. Exhale, up and over to one side. Back to that top. Exhale, up and over to that other side. Ooh, let's go one more time. Big stretch up and over. Feel free to grab that top hand and then stretch it over. Back to the top. Last one. Exhale, up and over. Reach your arms up. Bring your hands behind your back, opening up that chest. Big breath in and big breath out. Let's bring it down to the mat. Let's go into some cat-cows. Actually, let's roll it down. I'm like tripping on the mat. Inhale, arms go up. Little audible here. Exhale, chin to chest. Roll it down through that spine. Feeling that stretch. My upper body's feeling a little bit tight, so I needed this. Let's walk it out into a nice high plank. Hold here. Walk those toes forward. Knees are hovering right over that mat, I should say, and then lowering it down. Adjust as needed. Cat-cow, leading with that tailbone. Inhale, head and tailbone lift. And then exhale, round that back. And again, inhale, head and tailbone lift. And exhale, round that back. One more time, thinking about rolling through that spine, feeling that core turn on, especially when we go into that cat position. Exhale, round, round, round. Finding a nice neutral. Keeping one hand on the mat, we're gonna rotate that other arm up towards that ceiling, and then we're gonna thread through, bringing that other shoulder to the mat. Rotate, open up that T-spine. Exhale, thread through. Last time, rotate, open up that T-spine. Last, thread through. And bring it right back. Other side, rotate, follow with your eyes and your head. Rotate through, feeling that nice stretch here. And again, inhale, rotate up. Exhale, whew. Last one, rotating it up. And exhale. And bring it here. Let's go into some scapular protraction, retraction. You're gonna sink your chest down on your inhale. Exhale, bring it to right back to neutral position. Inhale, exhale. Just kind of simply understanding where your body is at today. Finding out what is neutral for you. Finding out where you might be overcompensating. Exhale. Bring your hands forward, bring your knees back just a little bit. Slow push-ups right here. Slow down for 3, down for 2, down for 1. Pressing it right back up. And again, down for slow, down for slow, down for slow. And bring it up. Down for slow is a new term apparently. Down for 3, down for 2, going slow. Let's go one more time. Last one, 3 and 2 and 1. Pressing it on up. Tuck your toes. Walk your toes forward, downward dog. Feel free to run through the feet. Drop one heel down at a time. Woo! Walk your feet forward. Walk your hands back. Slight bend in those knees. Slowly rolling it on up. We're going to start with some chest, everybody. We have 2 strength exercises, starting off with chest press, laying on your back. Then we're going to flip your hands for a closed grip chest press. Okay, so we're going to start, pretend I'm on the mat. We're going to start with your hands facing your thighs. Your elbows are going to lower down, okay? Make sure your elbows are not too high, but make sure they're not too low. Okay, so we're going to go at a little bit of an angle here. Really exhale, press through your chest. 30 seconds of work, 15 to rest. Then we'll flip your palms to face each other. Bringing it down, exhale, we'll press it right back up. Drop to 1 dumbbell as we go into our suitcase crunch, okay? So the suitcase crunch, we're going to go all the way out, exhale, and bring it right back in. I lied, we're doing body weight, not with a dumbbell. I don't know why I just showed you with a dumbbell, but we're gonna go all the way out. I'll see you a little excited, and then exhale, bring it right back in. Bring the weights down if you're not already on the ground for our chest press. Inhale, bringing it down, exhale. I was thinking of a different exercise, and I don't know why I got so excited to do it. But we're gonna go into body weight at the 3rd exercise, okay? Exhale, really just focusing on keeping your feet nice and stable. Even though you're laying on the ground, always remember to keep everything nice and turned on. Your core is working. Last one. Exhale. holding it here. Palms are gonna face each other. Feel free to bring your weights together, or you can keep your weights separate, but your elbows are going to skin towards your side, okay? Here we go. We're gonna inhale, we're gonna lower down as your elbows go towards the ground. You're gonna tap the ground, and then you're gonna press right back up. Inhale, down, 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 exhale. And again, bringing it down, 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 exhale. And again, down, 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 exhale. Slow with control. Wrists are stacked over those elbows, your core is braced. Feeling it a little bit in your triceps this round as well. Feeling it in that chest. Last one, last one, last one. Exhale, kick your knees up. Sitting it on up, bring your weights to the side. We're gonna go into our body weight suitcase crunch, okay? Body weight suitcase crunch. Your legs can stay here if you want to just reach out and bring it right back in. Or the lower your legs are, remember, the more stable you have to keep those hips. Here you go. Inhale, bring it out. Exhale. If you want to keep it more Pilates, you can leave your head up. You want to go out and exhale and bring it in. Obviously, you can keep your legs down if you want and just bring it more into just a crunch. It's up to you. Or if you want to go one leg at a time. You got options here, everybody. You got options. Last one. And 45-second rest. All right, eyes on me, eyes on me. Okay, feet are flat. Make sure your pelvis, when you're doing all of these exercises, stays neutral. Okay, your core is braced. Feel your shoulders on the mat. Elbows are coming down. Make sure we're not too high and you're pressing through your chest. Flip your palms to face each other as we're going into this neutral grip. And then we'll go back into that suitcase crunch, okay? Make sure you breathe, okay? Make sure you're just focusing on really pressing through that chest. You are gonna feel a little bit of your triceps as well. If you do not have your weights already, let's place them in those hands. Let's kick it on back. Oof! Palms facing your thighs. We're breathing, your shoulders stay nice and stable. Here we go, nice control down. Exhale, pressing it on up. Breathing, breathing. Stay nice and focused and be consistent with every single rep. Keep it going. Almost there. Give me one more, give me one more. Whew. Rest here, flip your palms to face each other. Okay, again, body check, energy out from the top of that head, feet nice and stable. Your dumbbells can touch or they can be separate, it's up to you. And ready, don't forget to breathe. And here we go. Inhale, down, exhale. Big press. Take it down slow if you need to. Exhale, big push. Stay nice and focused, everybody. Almost there. Couple more. Last one. Woo! Kick your legs up. Bring that weight up. Suitcase crunch right here. And then we have a fun little push-up finisher after that. So after the suitcase crunch, you have 15 seconds to get in push-up stance. And then we're gonna go into 30-second little burnout round. Here we go. Suitcase crunch up to you. Remember your options. If you want to use both legs and arms, if you just want to go upper body, if you want to go single, it's up to you. Just exhale and really use that core, okay? Breathe in. Think of using that exhale to pull those legs back in from the core. 2 more. Last one. Push-up position. Push-up position. Knees or toes, it's up to you. Just finish strong. As many as you can, all right? As many reps as you can. Here we go, team, in 5. Knees or toes, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Keep it going. Good form, just like that chest press. Elbows are at a slight angle. You got 10 seconds left. Stay with me. Keep it moving. You have a 2-minute rest after this, all the way till the end. 1 more. and rest. Team, sit back if you need to. Feel that stretch in your chest and that low back. And breathe. Whew. Slowly walk it now back. Weight change if you want. I'm gonna keep my weights the same. Okay, we have a dumbbell low row, we have a dumbbell wide row, and then we have a plank up. So kind of core, kind of chest, focusing on stabilizing that back as well, okay? So the low row, you're gonna find that hinge position. Dumbbells are gonna stay facing each other. So our palms are facing each other, I should say. We're gonna exhale, we're gonna row it back, and then we're gonna bring it right back down, okay? Still working on pace, still working on form, especially for this first round. And then we're gonna go into a wide row. Wide row, palms are gonna face your thighs. Your elbows are gonna come out at a little bit of an angle, okay? Think of this almost like a reverse push-up in a way. So your elbows are not too high, they're at a little bit of an angle. We're rowing here, okay? So we're getting this nice M shape, if you will, W if you're looking down at it. And then we're gonna go into some plank ups. So we're gonna start in a low plank, starting here, and then we'll go up into a high plank, and then we'll go down into a low plank, okay? And that's all we got. Whew! And then we're gonna be done. A couple rounds of that, and then we will be done. All right, team? So focusing on the reps. Now we did chest, first we did chest, and now we're gonna focus on back. Again, finding that solid hinge. Remember, your whole body is working in every single exercise. So a body check as we're going and getting a little bit more fatigued, and do a check of how your posture is, or the placement of your feet are, etc., okay? So starting with this low row, palms are facing each other. Then we'll go wide row, palms are facing at a little bit of an angle more towards your thighs, okay? And then we'll go into those plank ups. Carefully grab those weights, shoulders up, back and down. Slide bend in those knees, hinge forward. Here we go, low row in 3, in 2, and 1, here we go. Finding that control, especially on the way down. If you wanna have a little bit more speed on the pull, that's totally fine. Just on the release down, find that control. Breathing, breathing. 15 seconds. Almost there, team. Stay with me. Last 2. One more. And stand up and rest. Whew. Breathe in. Same. Wide rows, same thing, okay? On the way up, you can go a little bit faster, but make sure you have control on the way down. Here we go. Shoulders up, back and down. Slight bend, finding that hinge. Wide row. Let's get it. Remember, you're making a little bit of more of an angle with those arms. Yes. Nice. Keep it going. Breathe in. Yes. Halfway. Pull from the back. Feel those lats. Last 2. 2 more again. 1 more. Weights down. Oh, yes. Plank up. So we're going to do a little pause at the low plank. We're going to do a little pause on the high plank. Okay, so watch your hips. Make sure you're not twerking your booty up and down or doing some crazy dance moves. Keep it nice and stable. Low plank. 3, 2, 1. Hold. High plank. Hold. Low plank. Hold. High plank. Hold. Yes, nice and strong. Low plank. Hold. Almost there. High plank. Hold. Low plank. Hold. 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 Core brace. Draw your elbows towards those toes. Last 2. Last 1. Gently lower. Sink those hips back. Breathe in, breathe out. Yes, team. Those should feel strong. Those should feel so strong. Guess what? 1 more set. 1 more set. Breathe in. How we doing? How we feeling? Yes. Remember, wide row, elbows here. Low row, elbows here. Low row, wide row. Low row, wide row. Low row, wide row. Say that 10 times fast. And then plank up. Low row, high row, wide row, plank up. Crank up, plank up. I don't know. Say it fast. I was saying it slow and I still couldn't do it. All right, team, here we go. Low row, shoulders up, back and down. Let's get it. Final set here, so give it your best shot. Yes, we only had 2 rounds, but you were doing a lot of exercises for that specific muscle group, okay? Breathe in. So when you're taking these short classes, Making sure you're getting everything out of it. Being super mindful of your movement. You're breathing. You're staying focused. 2 more. Last one. 1 more. Yes, and rest. Good. Always squeeze in 1 more rep if you can. Always squeeze in 1 more rep if you can. Wide rows. A little bit more challenging, so stay focused. Here we go. 5, 4. Find that hinge, slight bend in those knees, and wide row. Here we go. Stay focused. Breathe in, team. Keep that form on point. Squeeze, bring it up. Halfway, halfway. Yep. Body check, how we doing? How's your hinge? How's your back? 5 seconds. 2 more. Squeeze 1 more in, squeeze 1 more in. Yes. Nice work, team. Here we go, plank up. Same thing, we're adding those holds. Listen up. We may add some shoulder taps or knees. Let's start high, let's start high. 3, 2, high, hold. Yes. Low, hold. High up. Hold it. Right knee to right elbow. And back. Left knee to left elbow. And back. Low. Hold. High. Hold. Right shoulder tap. Left shoulder tap. Hold. Hold. 3, 2. Gently lower those knees, sink those hips back. Team, you did it. Slow down your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's find a quadruped position, all fours, hands and knees, going into a little cat-cow stretch. Inhale, leading with that tailbone, pelvis drops. Head goes up towards that ceiling, shoulders stay away. Exhale, rounding that back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Have a seat. Have a seat. Sit crisscross, whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to go right hand on the mat. Left arm is going to go up and over. Keep the opposite hips on the mat to feel this nice stretch. Slow breath in, slow breath out. And bring it all the way up. Other side, up and over. Woo! Oh yeah, okay, I'm feeling this. Ooh. Feel this nice stretch. And bring it up. Rotate. Sit up tall. Rotate. Sit up tall. Woo, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. Especially if you haven't given anybody a hug today. Give yourself one. Feet go flat, hands go flat. Shoot those hips up to the ceiling. Letting that head drop, letting that head hang. On your next exhale, slide bend in those knees, slowly rolling it on up, stacking your spine one by one, by one, by one. And at the top, everybody bring your shoulders up, back, and down. One final breath. Here we go. Inhale, arms go up. And big exhale, release. And out. Please give yourself a big round of applause. Awesome work today, everybody. That one was a quickie, but I hope you felt that pump. Please don't forget to put your weights away. My name is Coach Alex. I love you. Bye.
is up, team? Coach Melissa here with the 25-minute full body holiday energizer. Now, you could do this any time of year, but I specifically built this workout to give you energy, to burn off a little bit of your physical steam so you have more focus up here. This exercise program also only needs a heavy weight and a lightweight. So if you're traveling or if you don't have a ton of equipment around you, just grab something heavy, grab something a little bit lighter, and you can get the workout done. I hope you repeat this one as many times as you need that little mental and physical boost. But let's get ourselves a little bit warmed up and then we'll get into it. So feet underneath the hips, go ahead and steady yourself so you feel really grounded. Then start to drop your arms down, big reach up. So again, we want to feel energized after this. If you're just stuck in a rut, or if you've been maybe wrapping presents for too long, or just can't get out of some sort of mental thought that you're in, this is going to be something that you get to do just for you, that's going to make your body feel good. You're going to do all those big foundational movements, pushing, pulling, get some strength work in, and go on with your day, your week, and your month. All right, let's drop it down this time. Big reach up, grab one wrist, doesn't matter which one. Squeeze the glutes together instead of locking out the knees to elongate, and then give yourself a little tick-tock to one side, back to center. Reach it over, and back to center. One more here, reach it over, and come on back. Swing it down, swing it back up, other way, grab the wrists, squeeze the glutes together so you elongate, and then let's go to the side. Breathing nice and steady, filling that whole body with oxygen, with air, and let it go. We're gonna give ourselves a little boxer shuffle here just to bounce out any tension. Feel the heels tap the ground, get light on those toes, and just start to check in where there's any tension, where we wanna get rid of it. Breathe in steady. We'll come down into a quarter squat here in 3 and 2 and 1. Nice work. Come down to that quarter squat for me. As you come up, I want you to reach and tap a knee. So quarter squat, drive. So find that balance in the center before you start that twist. And then once you start feeling really balanced, you can smooth it out a little bit and start coming straight up, right? But we always want to find the form first. Make sure our body is like, oh, I know what's going on, before we start balancing, twisting, or moving super fast. If you never get fast, this more robotic version, that is fine too, right? All the way down, big reach. Let's go 2 more here. And last one. Nice work. All right, we're gonna go for some swings. I'm gonna take 1 foot forward, 1 foot back on my toe, swing my arms back, reach up, and squeeze this glute forward. Swing and reach. So just single arm, kind of good morning swings. As you do the swing, I want you to act like you're doing a dumbbell swing. So push those hips back, draw the ribs in, really brace the core, drive through the whole foot, and as you come to stand, give yourself a little pelvic tilt. Let's switch. Finding the other side. Really grounding through that foot, feeling the hamstring, the inner thigh, the outer thigh, pushing the hips back. And as you come to stand forward, squeezing the glute, getting that little posterior tilt as you pull the ribs in and shake it all out. That feels good. Now do whatever you gotta do as we go through this setup. Again, I only need 1 heavy and 1 light weight, so take a moment to do that. The heavy weight will be used for your dumbbell swing and your narrow stance squat. We won't be doing either for more than about 15 reps. For our lighter weight, we'll be doing a single arm low row and a dumbbell sit up, but that can be done body weight as well. So just think about those 2 things in your head. We can pause later if we need to, but if you want to keep rocking through, those 2 weights will be good enough. All right, coming into my dumbbell swing, we want to get this going. You want to do this right, and you're going to really feel it in the glutes. You're going to get that hinge working, and the core is going to work. So we come a little wider than our hips here, toes are forward. As we swing back, the weight comes and almost hits our butt here. Our elbows are soft, but our shoulders are depressed down the back. The ribs are pulled in. When we get here, we drive ourselves up. The ribs are still down. Now we tuck our hips under, lock our core, and continue on. Let's get to it. Big deep breath. All the way. So I want you to go for 15 solid reps or the whole 30 seconds. The only time you stop is when you realize your form is starting to go. If you're not feeling the hips tuck under, stopping that weight at the chin, at the shoulders, keeping the elbows soft, but keeping those shoulders down. The pace should stay all the way through. When it slows down, you stop. Last one for me. weight comes forward. Good. Now resetting myself into a narrow stance. Toes are forward, hips are gonna go back, core is tight. Let's go. Take it down, pause at the bottom. Take it up, squeeze and pause. Take it down, pause at the bottom. Take it up, squeeze and pause. Do this. Shoulders down. And up. I really want you to find that pause at the bottom and then push the ground away, lengthen through the legs, and find that squeeze of the glutes. Nice work. Drive it down with control. Take your breath at the top, re-engage the core, then drop, right? And up. Nice work. We're almost there. Really press. Sit a little bit lower. Last one. Drive up. Amazing. Drop that weight. Slow push-up time. I'm going for tricep push-ups, so hands underneath my shoulders, elbows tucked in, legs nice and long. Drop to your knees if you need to, but let's take it down. And all the way up. Boom. I'm looking for about 6 here with complete depth. So all the way down to the elbows or closer to the ground. Keeping those elbows nice and tight and keeping that core lifted. Squeezing the quads. Squeezing the glutes and keeping the hands right under the shoulders and driving up. That's it for me. I'm going to hold that plank to finish and then quick break. Right back up to that plank, going for our shoulder taps, legs a little wider, core tight. We tap and lower. Your job here is to stabilize on that one arm, to really round out that core. Hollow out that core, round out that core. Words are tough when you're working hard. 5 more seconds and get a nice big break. Push. Last one. Boom. And rest. Amazing. Quick rest, then we do it again. Whew. It's a lot of work, but it feels good, right? Right now I feel good. You got all that adrenaline flowing. The movements move around. They're tough, but it goes quick. So when you get over it, you're just smiling. I want you to do this workout, and I want you to smile, which means you've got to modify it to make it work for you. So it's really tough, but you can get through it. We'll get back to those swings again. Right after the swings, I want you to go for those narrow stance squats, but I want you to get into it quick. As you drop down, you find that bottom position. As you drive up, you get a break to reset your core, squeeze your glutes in, and drop back down. So we're not letting our lower back take over because we're re-bracing every single time. So that rep is the best rep, and then the next one is the best rep. We're not letting ourselves get messy here, and we're gonna do it again, okay? Dumbbell swing. Reach forward, hips back, shoulders stay depressed the whole time, ribs stay in, core stays tight. Let's go. We never slow down, and we do not lift the weight with our arms. Your arms are ropes here. Your arms are just letting the pendulum action happen, right? They're just letting that weight swing. Your hips and your core are doing everything else. They're stopping the swing dynamically with that contraction, flexion, and extension. Last one. Bring it forward. Boom. No rest, but I'm giving you these slow reps, so let's do it. Big deep breath, drop it down. Find a push, reset. Be as robotic as you need. If you need to roll your shoulders back, drop your ribs, squeeze your glutes every time, then that's what I want you to do. Find your form. Find how you can lengthen, how you can control. Support your body, feel good doing it. If this narrow stance doesn't feel good for you, take it a little wider, turn the toes out. Find what you need to make it work, okay? Drop it down, tricep push-up. Decide, am I starting on my toes, or should I go to my knees to get that full depth? We want full range of motion here, okay? Load it up, let's go. All the way down, all the way up. I want that chest grazing the ground. The hips should not touch. If they are, that means we're arching, right? We're letting our lower back go. If you need to drop the knees, drop down. And then see if you can come up and hold in that plank position. Drop down and up. You can modify these things, right? You can find an in-between so you can keep getting stronger. Hold it here if you can. Load yourself back up over the hands. Really spread things wide. We tap and lower. Try to keep those hips as still as you can. Hollow out the core. Wrap up that rib cage. Keep that inner core set tight. Boom. You've got it. Just 5 more. 2. And rest. Amazing. No rest here, right? So quick. We're going right into it. I'm switching to the lighter weight here, okay? So going for a single arm, split stance, low row. If you need to pause here to make a change, go for it. Not a big deal. But if you want to keep at it, if you want this to be this spicy, super quick, then let's do it, okay? I want you to take all that energy of the elves in a factory. We gotta go quick. Grab your weight and let's row it up. Draw it up to the hip and bring it down. I want you to get that whole breath. Big squeeze and resist. Squeeze and press. Do not let the weight pull you down. Push the weight back down. Make both sides work. Keep those hips nice and even. Work that isometric of that standing leg. Right? It's working. You've got your glutes on. So push a little deeper into that heel. Press that knee out. Pull that core in. Last one. And rest. Good. Switch around. We got this. Same position here. Get into it. Reach that arm. We're pulling back towards our hip. And let's drive. And down. Shoulders as square as they can be forward. Pulling those ribs together and back, so not letting the ribs dump forward, because that's going to put more pressure on that low back. Want to keep lengthened in the spine and the low back. And my hips are not lying. They're starting to really notice the work here. But we're down on the ground soon. A little more shoulders, a little more core. And rest. Amazing. All the way down. Option here. I'm doing a dumbbell sit-up, holding onto the dumbbell. This movement is new. We're practicing it together. So rep counting could be here or there. But we gotta learn. We gotta do new stuff. You can do this with a weight or without a weight. It is totally up to you. So driving up and bringing it back down. Now I like this because I get more shoulder work. Also, it's harder on the core. And that's fun, right? All the way up. Only problem with these is my spine loves to catch on the mat and make whoopee cushion noises. So let's hope that doesn't happen today. All the way down. I may have jinxed myself. We'll see. Next up is a glute bridge. I want you to keep that weight on the hips if you can. Pull the heels back and let's go for it. We squeeze and down. Don't overarch the back here. Really try to just push, squeeze, and lower. And not just squeezing the glutes up, but squeezing them together. Really tucking the hips under. Pushing and driving. Shoulders relax down. Jaws unclench. And we're really trying to get that burn here. Boom. Boom. Maybe a little bit faster to finish. We push. We squeeze. Good. Whew, hamstrings are burning. For 2 and 1. Amazing. Last one here. Flutter kick. You have options. Either come on your elbows, support yourself, or reach that weight overhead. Reach the legs out and go for it. If this is too much, set it down. If you need more support, elbows behind you, chest lifted. This is nice. So I got my shoulders slightly lifted so my core is in this hollow position. I got my ribs pulling together. And I'm breathing. I'm keeping tight. And I got those inner thighs kicking. Go, 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 go. Lift up, hold for 3 and 2 and 1. Woo! Amazing. Give it a rest. 1 minute. How do you feel? You're a little tired, but do you feel a little excited? Because it was fast and it was fun. We can really take these things 2 ways, right? There's 2 things together all the time. You know, a lot of my favorite thought leaders bring this up in very different ways, but, right, there's no black without white, there's no tails without heads, they all work together. So you can either say this is fast, this is confusing, this is overwhelming, or you can say this is fast, this is fun, this is challenging, and you can let it be that as well. So yes, it may be quick. Yeah, we might be jumping around, but your whole body is getting work done. Nothing's getting overworked, and you're getting a new challenge all the way. So let this be a challenge. Let it be energizing. Let's have some fun for this last section. Grab onto that weight for me. It shouldn't be too heavy. It should be just right. Shoulders back, ribs in, and let's go. Big squeeze, press it down. Elbow back. We're really rowing here, right? We row up to our hip. That elbow drives back. And we are trying to get that burn, that work in, so that whole body goes, oh, those muscles are alive, right? Everything is activated. I feel good and I'm ready for my day. Now this is a hard workout, so I'm not gonna say it's a weighted warm-up, but I'm gonna say it's a weighted warm-up for your life, right? And that's what your workout should be. Last one, and down. You want to energize your body, you want to activate things, you want things to be working together, to be choreographed, so your life feels easier and your body feels more prepared. Let's go. If you do this first thing in the morning, what could your day possibly throw at you that you can't take? A big gathering of family and friends, climbing to the top of a tree to place that star, putting up those crazy lights again that you do every year, and every year when you take them down, you go, why did I do this? That's me. Boom. Breathe it. Shoulders are relaxed, strong in that back. Drive. Last one. And down. Now this dumbbell setup, whether you're doing it without weight, with a shoe, with a present nearby, with a gallon of milk or eggnog, whatever it is, make it work for you. Your sit-up could also be something different, right? I say this all the time, but once you start finding the modifications for exercises that work for you, that work similar muscles, you are going to be so happy. You are going to unlock so many more workouts, and you're going to erase so much more frustration in your life, right? If a sit-up isn't for you, you find a core exercise that you like, and that's what you do, okay? I don't want you to wait for things to find you. I want you to take hold. Boom. Honestly, when I teach classes in real life, nothing makes me happier than someone taking a different modification that makes sense. Now, nothing can be more frustrating than when I say take a break and someone's doing jumping jacks, right? Because that's not the intention of my class. I want you to go heavy enough that you don't need the jumping jacks, and that class, that rep is gonna be super hard. Last bridge here, drop it down, rest. Flutter kick, arms up, arms behind you to support, or whatever version works for you. But if I see someone in class doing a bird dog, when I'm having you do scissor kicks, I'm so happy. That means something in you does not like those scissor kicks. They don't feel good, and you need to be front loaded, but you know that you're gonna work a similar way, right? I love to see that. So finding a modification that works for you is as easy as sending me a message, doing a little Google, or just feeling it out. 3 breaths, 2 breaths, and 1. Whew, did I distract us through the end? I hope so. All right. So good. We are going to cool down, but this class is to energize, so our cool down is going to be more dynamic, okay? So I'm going to take my feet a little wider than my mat, my hips. Heels are going to be light and lifted, not super flexing. And I'm just going to start to let my knees come down and add a little twist of the ribs. Come back to center. Knees drop down, little twist, and center. Now if that twist doesn't feel good, please take it out. We're just letting those hips relax a little and getting some dynamic mobility in. We're not gonna go crazy because I want your breath to settle, but I do want you to leave this class feeling calm, collected, but ready to take on whatever you need to take on. Boom. I love a workout where you need minimal things to get it done, and you still get that hinge, you still get to push, you still get to pull. You're hitting all of those movements, and you're doing it in no time flat. The last one here. Nice work. Let it go. All right, coming up, all fours position here. Find a neutral spine. Place one hand underneath the shoulder, really lift up and out. Other hand comes behind you. Open up T-spine twist. Now we're gonna reach through, but don't go low. Stay high. All the way up. Stay high. All the way up. This time go low. Let the shoulder come down. Reach. Hand thing up above the head, giving you a little bit more leverage, pulling those hips underneath you. Just a moment here, then wiggle the fingers, come back to your starting position. Wring it out for a second, and the other side. Ribs in, hand down, press through the shoulder, open up, press that elbow up, and then reach through, hug, and pull. Nice. Reach through. 2 more. Reach. And this last one, we get to rest for a moment. Arm comes all the way through. Maybe hand comes overhead. Give them that little bit more. Amazing work. All right, bring both hands down. We're gonna go nice and wide with one of our legs. So lift up in the shoulders, nice and wide here. And then you're gonna lean back with that leg wide and come forward with that leg wide. So keeping the shoulder pressing against the knee, but letting that hip stay open here. Nice work, just rocking back and forth. Getting some good mobility work in, good stretch. And last one, we're just gonna hold it forward for a moment, really squeeze, and then switch. Other leg, lift up in the shoulders, give yourself some space. Other leg comes down. And we take that slight forward. Toe is still forward, so parallel foot, but just letting that knee drive out slightly. I like the shoulder pressing against the knee so I can get a little bit more leverage there. And then just hold it forward, little circles if that feels good. And then drive it back. Knees are gonna go wide. I'm gonna bring my toes in to get started, sitting back on my heels and just letting my upper body kind of rock. Sinking the hips back a little further. You can bring the knees narrow if that feels right to you. I'm gonna stay wide. Hands are gonna go to one side. Then the other side. 2 more. And last one. Nice work. Hands down, curl the toes under, push the hips up. Walk the feet in, swing it out, let it all go. And as we stand, we are energetic, we are full of life, and we got it done. Clean up your space so you can live in it, and I hope you come back here and take more time for you so you can be a better you out there. Clean it all up. See you later. Bye.